Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tonight Show. I'm your host, Jimmy Fallon. Under this new nation, the United States, whether you realize it or not, there's one man that has kept it tightly knit together. For the past 7 years, he has established many precedents, saved us from going to war, and overall just kept it really stable. Please welcome our very own President of the United States, who was unanimously elected in 1789, George Washington. How you doing, George Washington?
Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy.
So, Mr. Washington, let's talk about you in the 1789 election. How do you feel about being unanimously elected?
I'm extremely grateful and humbled for the 69 electors, for them casting their votes and their ballots, making me the first president of this great nation.
Why do you think you were elected?
Due to the fact that I played a huge role in the ratification of the Constitution and also led, America to the fight against the British and for our independence, many of the states already viewed me as a great leader and supported me 100%.
February 4th, 1789, the electors convened in 10 states and cast their vote on their ballots. North Carolina, Rhode Island, and New York abstained from casting their ballots. Why do you think this happened?
The former two states had not yet ratified the Constitution, and therefore they were in a state of different and not yet ready to cast their vote.
All right, you heard it now. Time for the commercial break.
Fight. We're broke. I have therefore thought fit by these presents to declare the disposition of the United States to observe the conduct aforesaid toward foreign powers respectively, and to exhort and warn the citizens of the United States carefully to avoid all acts and proceedings whatsoever which may in any manner tend to contravene such disposition.
All right, now we're going to do the game Say It to My Face, featuring quotes from Washington's cabinet members.
A man of abilities and character of any sect whatever may be admitted to any office and of public trust under the United States.
Edmund Randolph.
Yes, that is my Attorney
All right.
General.
All right, cool.
The powers of Congress are totally inadequate to preserve the balance between the respective states and oblige them to do the things which are essential for their own welfare or for the general good.
Henry Knox?
Yes, that is my Secretary of
Okay.
War.
Whew. All right.
None can deny that the cause of France has been sustained by excesses and extravagances for which it is not easy, if possible, to find a parallel in the history of the human affairs, and from which reason and humanity recoil.
Alexander Hamilton?
Yes, that is my Secretary of Treasury.
All right.
And the last one, the incorporation of a bank and the powers assumed by this bill have not, in my opinion, been delegated to the United States by the Constitution.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, my Secretary of State, that is.
Yes. Those were some great people, Washington. Forming that presidential cabinet was a great idea. Where did you get the idea to do that?
Honestly, I just wanted some good people to help me in office and thought that forming a cabinet was the best idea.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Now we have another guest, Alexander Hamilton.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. All right, now we're going to do a little game called Pros and Cons. It's over Hamilton's economic plan. So a pro is that he wanted to form national banks, and a con is that the Constitution said that the central government could not do that. Another pro, encourage industry and modernization. A con, puts down agriculture. Pro, standardized currency. Con, took individuality and powers from the states. And our last pro, repay state debts. And con, tax colonists. Welcome back, Mr. Washington. How you doing?
Thank you.
Dude, I'm digging that new haircut you got
Thanks,
there.
bro. The wig was $1.
Oh, man. What you been up to lately?
So, well, as you know, I've been president for the past 8 years, and I think it's a solid time for me to, settle down and wait for and bring on the next guy.
And oops.
Really? That's a surprise. When will you announce it in person?
On September 19th of this year, 1796, in Philadelphia. And me and my friend Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, wrote the farewell address. It's 32 pages, 6,000 words, and we all wrote it handwritten.
Wow, that is exciting, but kind of sad. Can you tell us any big points on your address?
Well, my biggest point I try to make is to not get involved in foreign affairs and long-term alliances. And as I say in my speech, it is our true policy to steer clear of permanent alliances with any portion of the foreign world. So far, as we are now at liberty to do so. And I cannot tell you any more of that speech, sir, until you see it. But I also do not encourage America to begin political fascists, as I believe that will lead to the political abuse and the stability of the republic will eventually go down.
I can see where you're going with that, Chief.
Yes, you mean chief of the state.
That's right, sir.
Not only that, but as we have seen in the past, the competition of the parties have led to horrid enormities, and even the chief of the leading party turning the disposition to his own elevation.
Well, I wish you good luck after your presidency, Mr. Washington.
Thank you.
That's all. All right, guys. That's all we have for tonight. Thank you, and God bless. Sleep well. Goodbye.